that. Yo, Maino, let me give you the details real quick. And this is why I told you, boy, you couldn't win a rap battle. Don't come over here and think you could win a battle on these microphones where we're talking and we're trading ideas with me. I keep telling you, I'm Jay-Z, Kareem, Wilt, Michael Jordan, and Tom Brady rolled up in one. You can't fuck with me. Come on, stop playing. So let me talk to you real quick. When you're talking about, let me hear what you say again.
Nah, it's either you understand or you don't. Period, point blank. You understand? And when you speak about fashion and when you speak about what is wearing today, let me just give you some game.
You can't give me no game.
So, Tim's, Air Force.
Hold on. Let me just address that real quick.
Tim's, and when you speak about time, it's either you a lame or you not. It's either you with it or you not. It's either you understand or you don't.
Respectfully, Maino, Jim Jones, y'all can't give me no game. Let me tell y'all the goddamn truth. Let me just break it down.
The situation between Akademiks and Mayo grew out of what should have been a small disagreement about fashion, but quickly turned into a massive online clash because both men chose to take the back and forth further than necessary. Everything started when Akademiks made fun of Mayo and Fabulous for dressing younger than their age. It wasn't the first time he joked about rappers' fashion choices, and normally it would have led to a couple of jokes exchanged and the moment passing by. Instead, Mayo used his own platform to clap back, and he did it in a way that made it clear he took the insult personally. He spoke forcefully about Akademiks, which sent the whole situation spiraling into something that neither side seemed interested in slowing down. Akademiks saw Mayo's response, said he hadn't watched the full clip, and promised to respond properly during his next stream. When that stream finally happened, the tone was completely different from anything that had occurred previously. It went from simple jokes to something much deeper, more personal, and far more damaging.
Y'all could print this, put this everywhere. Y'all went from being lobby boys to the pod boys. Y'all was hustling on the block of being in the streets. Then y'all was hustling with the microphones and being rappers. Y'all over here trying to hustle on my block, the block that I built. This shit y'all doing, I helped build, nigga. Remember that. So y'all can't talk about lame because I never came to y'all block. I ain't come to y'all block like, yo, I can't get no money. So yo, listen, yo, could I sell a brick over here? Yo, I can't, my shit's slow over there. Could I start rapping? No, nigga. Rap slowed up. Nobody listening to y'all. Facts. Right? Y'all couldn't clearly get nothing in, well, I don't want to encourage nobody to get nothing in the streets. Y'all on my block. My block is a podcast broadcasting block. You on my block. I can't be lame. The lame nigga created the block you're with.
When Akademiks went live, he didn't just fire back with fashion criticism or harmless roasting. He escalated things by shifting the conversation toward the media lane he believes he built. For years, he's claimed that the YouTube-style hip-hop commentary space didn't exist until he started uploading daily news videos. In his view, anyone entering that field, especially people who once made their name through rapping or street credibility, are entering a lane he created. That attitude influenced how he responded to Mayo. Instead of engaging in a direct debate about clothing, he framed the argument around lineage, ownership, and the work he put in to establish his place online. He doubled down on the idea that he curated this space before it grew into the podcast ecosystem that so many artists now use. He argued that Mayo and his peers were stepping onto ground they didn't build, and he felt it was disrespectful for someone benefiting from that space to call him lame. Akademiks sees himself as the first person who proved that hip-hop news could succeed daily on YouTube. He believes the success of people like Vlad and others in the commentary lane came after he set the foundation. That belief shapes his reaction to Mayo more than the original fashion argument. In the middle of that stream, he leaned heavily on the idea that Mayo wasn't equipped to battle him in any conversation involving mics, ideas, or broadcasting. He didn't view Mayo's background as something that translated well into long-form commentary. He made it clear he felt he could out-argue him, out-talk him, and outlast him in any setting involving communication.
And so, there's a difference between an Akademiks and a Maino, and there's levels to this. Akademiks decided he was gonna do some research on Maino and expose him, and I felt bad, man. Watching this, I felt bad for Maino, dog. Because it just wasn't fair. It was some nasty work, bruh. So Ak did some research on Maino and essentially began to reveal some things to us that I didn't know about Maino. And I've known about Maino for a long time. I didn't know this information about Maino. And it's information that would change how you perceive or view Maino for the rest of your life.
Just like how you have online info about me, that, maybe I've said some stuff, they're like, man, act lame, act whack. Thank you for potting. You've now given me info about you. And me analyzing that, you look a little bit, okay. You're telling me what type of nigga you are. Because when you were rapping, you were talking all that extra shit. You seem like a different person. But now that you're potted, I'll find out the truth.
Already.
Because I was...
They snuck out the
Promise.
back. They left in a helicopter off the roof.
Yes, whatever. I'm going to go back. I gotta...
That shit is traumatizing,
Yes, it's traumatizing, bro.
Sitting out there waiting all that time.
Maino, you're traumatized by the strippers you wasted hundreds of thousands on. It's okay. You were traumatized. It's okay, my boy. Now, let's keep going.
Being met.
Let's keep going.
Come on, micro. I'm a big dictator. Stop playing with me. Everything I say, they call that boy Chicken.
My name is Chicken George.
Chicken for chicken nugget. Stop playing with me, nigga. Come on, micro. I'm a big dictator. Stop playing.
The big dictator. That's a big dictator. Now, I get it. Hey, listen, Maino, you're going off the deep end here, Maino. I didn't think we were going to talk about sexual escapades and how we handle it in the bedroom, but you're the big dictator, right? Chat, here's the thing. You want to hear how the big dictator gives it up? I got you, chat. This is how the big dictator gives it up.
What are you talking about? I did it for all them years.
Did you like that?
Huh?
No, what was the role play? Yeah.
The role play.
What was the roles?
This feels like it's gonna be so
How does the big dictator give it up?
wrong.
It's so wrong. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've
Oh my
never
God.
talked about this.
Ah,
Dun, dun, dun.
I like to be like a runaway slave.
Oh!
He also pointed out that while rappers once had their own lane, many of them have turned to podcasting because interest in their music declined or dried up. He went on to say that he had never crossed over into their world to ask for opportunities, so they shouldn't enter his without giving him respect. Whether people agree or disagree, this is how he framed the situation. He was speaking directly to the idea that someone using his blueprint shouldn't try to discredit the person who made it possible. He wasn't talking about hip-hop culture as a whole, but a very specific slice of media inside the culture that didn't exist before YouTube made it possible. As he kept talking, the stream moved from commentary to territory he knew would genuinely harm Mayo's public image. Akademiks went into research mode and brought up a clip from Mayo's past appearance on Angela Yee's Lip Service podcast. In that interview, Mayo described a fetish involving role-playing as a runaway slave with white women. The clip existed publicly, but it wasn't widely circulated anymore. Akademiks resurfaced it intentionally, knowing it would shock listeners and immediately change how people viewed Mayo. When he replayed it and reacted to it live, he used it to argue that someone with a fetish like that couldn't win a public battle.
The big dictator is a runaway slave? Maino, you know you don't fucked up. You can't fuck with me on this goddamn mic, man. You can fuck with rappers and rap. You think you gonna fuck with me podcasting? Are you dumb? I'll freestyle. Come on, bro. It's a reason when like y'all see me, y'all like, yo, we gotta fuck him up because it's like, right here, y'all can't win. The big dictator.
Yes.
Did you like that?
Huh?
No, what was the role play? Yeah.
The role
Yeah,
play.
what was the roles?
This feels like it's gonna be so wrong.
It's so wrong. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've
Oh my
never
God.
talked about this.
Ah,
Dun,
You
dun,
shouldn't
dun.
talk about it.
I like to be like a runaway slave.
Okay, no.
Maino, what? Oh my God.
I like to play like a runaway slave.
Okay.
I like to play like a disobedient slave with a white woman.
So tell me like what you said.
The big dictator. Whole time I'm calling you Maino, I should call you Toby. Whole time I'm calling you Maino, your name should be Maino Kente. Kunta Maino. Kunta Kente, whatever. Whatever one you want. Maino, you see, right?
Say.
Yes, Mesa. I was sorry.
It's two of them. Like it's like me getting whooped, right?
Maino, you, the big dictator, fantasize about getting whooped? Maino, stop it. Maino, you gotta cut it out. Maino, here's the thing. You claiming you DM'd a few chicks about me, which I don't think you did, because you're talking to strippers. I don't f with strippers. You're waiting outside the strip club. I don't do that. But now you're saying you're the big dictator, and now you're saying you role play getting whooped.
Runaway slave.
Okay.
I like to play like a disobedient slave with a white woman.
So tell me like what you say.
Yes, Mesa. I was sorry.
It's two of them. Like it's like me getting whooped, right?
You get whooped?
It's like I play like you whipping, but most of them don't want to play like that. This
Yeah, I was gonna say, what white woman goes along with this?
They don't want to play like that. They don't.
Okay.
This is my. It's like, listen, you're gonna act like your master's wife.
And I'm the runaway.
And I just got whooped by Massa for eyeballing.
okay.
Yo, a chick, Maino, as a 53-year-old man telling a white woman that treat me like a runaway slave and whoop me like I ran away is diabolical.
Akademiks has long been associated with commentary, investigation, online research, and viral moments. When the clash moved from jokes to personal revelations, those roles played a direct part in how each side was evaluated. Akademiks used his platform the way he always has, by digging into information, presenting it publicly, and analysing it with an audience. Mayo's brand wasn't built to withstand a revelation about a fetish involving role-playing as a runaway slave. The contrast created an immediate imbalance. All that remains in the aftermath is the question viewers asked at the end: who currently holds the advantage, and what does Mayo do next? The facts presented during the stream, the reactions from the audience, and the scale of the fallout all shape that answer. Ultimately, the situation stands as another example of how online commentary can shift the balance between public figures, especially when one side controls the timing, the platform, and the information presented.